Hi, I'm Lisa Guernsey. I'm the Deputy Director of Education Policy at New America, and I also direct the Learning Technologies project there. I'm the author of Screen Time and the co-author of Tap, Click, Read, Growing Readers in a World of Screens. So I was inspired to write those books because as a parent, I had a lot of questions and felt pretty overwhelmed by mixed messages out there. And as a researcher and writer, I really wanted to kind of get to the bottom of what the research really said instead of just following the headlines or what this kind of sensational news media was telling me. So I was really looking for how to use research to provide practical advice to teachers and parents. So I have found that the 3 C's can be a very helpful way to just organize thoughts and think about questions you need to ask when you're making choices about technology use with young children. The first C is content. How does material look on the screen? How is it designed? Is it provided in a way that's useful to children? Is it educational? The second C is context. Who's with your child as they're watching or playing games on the screen? Is it that you're sitting next to them and you can help to explain it? Or is it that they're doing this by themselves and they may not have someone to turn to? Context also means the context of a child's day. Like, is it fitting into the routine of their day in a very healthy way? Or are you impacting their sleep and the way that children have opportunities to interact with each other? And the third C is the child, the individual child. Have you been able to use media in a way that really taps into their interests and reflects what they want to learn? Or are you using media that doesn't really square with what they want to know? Is it something that might upset them or even make them kind of hyper? Or is it something that's really causing them to explore and be curious about the world? There really is a significant gap for kids who are in low-resourced environments and in communities between what they really need to be able to succeed in the 21st century and what they have access to. We already know that basic literacy skills are lacking for a lot of young children. 80% of kids in low-income households are not hitting benchmarks on proficiency in reading in 4th grade. That's 80% of them. And then when you add on to that what we need in terms of digital literacy and critical literacy thinking skills, there's just a lot of work to do. So teachers have an enormous role to play here and can really help to bridge the gap by not only making sure that traditional literacy opportunities are available to children, but also integrating them in ways that they have access to new media and can be given ways of thinking about using new media and technology at the same time. So one of the very biggest challenges for parents and teachers and our communities generally when it comes to making sure that all children have these opportunities is a lack of investment in early education. And we have to just continue to advocate for more public investment in our teachers, in parent engagement programs, in family leave, in ensuring that early childhood teachers have professional learning opportunities, but also have the compensation and the status that enables them to continue their job and grow themselves as learners. So as we were working on this book, Tap, Click, Read, Michael Levine and I thought about the combination of reading and media. And when we put that together, we came up with Readia. And that's really where we need to be taking today's children, to a world of Readia land, where everything around them is helping and promoting their ability to read and understand the world. But we're not just relying on print to do that. Absolutely, print's very important, but it needs to be coupled with a recognition that children are learning from all sorts of different media these days. And screen media is one way, whether it's video or print on screen or games. Those need to be kind of folded into the way we're thinking about children's literacy opportunities. So to prepare for conference day, I would just encourage everybody to have an open mind when they're thinking about the way technology may work in early childhood classrooms, and to be starting to ask yourself questions about those 3 C's. What kind of content are you using with young children? What is the context of that use? And what about your children individually? What do they really need? Have you tuned into what's going to help them the most?